A lot of the games I've made have been pretty large, long, very story-based things, and they end up turning out pretty okay, but they take absolutely forever to make. Like, I have not made a game that took a month to make since I started this channel. And the advice everyone gives you when you're starting game dev is to make a bunch of small games, do a bunch of game jams, do a bunch of little things before you try to make a big thing. And I didn't really do that. I mean, the games I've made, they took a while, but they weren't super, like, complex. Like, most of my time would be spent on the art and the writing. So I haven't really been improving coding skills that much. Coding's never been my priority. I've more so focused on the art and writing, but I do want to get better at coding. So over spring break this year, I decided to do a game jam. Also, I'm sorry if there's noises. I'm recording this in a weird back alley. I don't know where I am, but there's not people here, so that's what counts. So I perused Twitch for some game jams. I wanted to do a 48-hour one or like a 72-hour one because, I don't know, the week-long jams are really intimidating to me because that's a long amount of time. Like, you could make something good, and I worry people will make a lot of things that are better than mine, which is not a good mindset to have, but it is how I feel. So yeah, I picked, I think it's called the Mini Game Jam. The theme was Western, and the limitation, which was only revealed once the time started, was everything goes wrong. It didn't take me long to come up for the idea for the game. It was a Western theme, so I was thinking saloons. So I wanted a bar game where everyone was just like constantly fighting and just drinking like straight grain alcohol. So for this game, I did something that I've never done before when making a game, and I coded it first. Normally when I do games, I make a bunch of art and then I don't actually end up making the game, so then I feel bad about having a bunch of unused art. Like, the last 2 games I've made only got finished because I felt so guilty about having so many art assets and never using them, which I guess, I mean, it got the games out, so it's like a motivator, I guess. Guilt. It's like you have to get customers the drink they want, and you also have to break up fights, clean up their messes, all that jazz, and if your reputation gets too low in the bar, you lose. I spent a lot of time like balancing it and playtesting it. Like, this is the most I think I've ever played one of my own games. And the weird thing is, I think the game's actually fun. The footage you're seeing is like, I recorded it because I was like, okay, I need some footage of me playtesting it. But yeah, I ended up just like playing it for fun, which has got to be a good sign for the art in this game. So a while back, I made these 3 images, and they still remain some of my favorite pieces of pixel art I've ever made. Even though I've made objectively better things than this, they just got a whimsy. They got like a charm to them. I don't know. Usually I find pixel art kind of stressful to make because it can be perfect. Like, you can control literally every pixel. And the way I normally draw art, I don't really like straight edges. It's not a euphemism. I like it to be like more organic, and so these 3 special images I drew using a pixel art brush that was 2 pixels or more, which doesn't sound like a big difference, but oh my god, you really feel it when you're drawing. I don't know what makes it so different, but it makes pixel art so much easier and just less stressful to me, and I think I don't know, I think it's a fun style. Like I said, I did all the coding first, so I had like half of the last day to finish the art. And I was feeling kind of burnt out by that point. Originally, I was gonna do all actual like human characters for like the owner and the patrons. When I was just starting to try to draw a human body, my hand broke or something. I didn't want to do it. So I just like drew the player character as just like a blob, and it kind of looked like a bird. So I was like, sure, I'll make every character look like a weird bird. I was scared it was gonna look crappy in a bad way, but I think it looks crappy in a good way. I'm happy with it. So I did this game jam, you just saw the process of it. People seem to be liking it. Comments do seem to be like, hey, why do I keep dying? You just gotta fucking go. You gotta be out the gate as soon as the game starts. Very pleased with this, and I like the art. I thought I was just like shitting out the art, and I did, but it was a good shit. It's like one of those that you like kind of admire afterwards. I'm gonna play the very best one first, just so I can actually be fair, and then I'm just gonna sort bottom to top, because that's really fun. Also, it is St. Patrick's Day as I am recording this, and my classes are done, so I'm doing some day drinking. On the menu right now is some Chireball. It's my own invention. It is hot chai tea and Fireball. Oh god, that's loud. What? Oh shit. Oh, this is cool. This is really funny. Oh, this was made in Scratch? Holy shit. This is really good then. Let's see, this one intrigued me. This is a prototype, so don't complain. God, this is a salty ass. Using emoji. Oh, wait, what? Where's the lizard? Am I fucking stupid? This one's intriguing. I really feel like you didn't draw this. Yeah, you didn't draw this. Oh, and it's Unity. Lovely. This is intriguing. Disastrous trip. I know about those. Twin brother asked you to deliver a lot of things for him, but he is 5,000 meters away. No more, no less. Oh, that's a good horse. Oh, shit. Love it. Love it. Great. Fantastic. Tragedy at Blue Ball. This reminds me of fucking West of Loathing. Okay, sorry. You've been called out during your morning drink to stand off against Dandolph Nickel. They cheer for him. No one cheers for you anymore. Forgotten and wasted you are. I like the Yoda introduction. You just killed my brother. You didn't recognize your own father. Not Heckle Spurn. Not Pee-wee Haji. 1 minute, Sheriff. I am so intrigued by how Sheriff is spelled. You have 1 minute to survive. Careful. Everything can go wrong sometimes. So true. Move is ZQSD? What? Oh god, what is happening? Oh, it's just Vampire Survivors. Okay. Oh, this is some good art. Oh, that's what I want to see. Project Grimoire. You know, when I think Western. Oh, I'm glad this game's getting downvoted more. Some of the ugliest AI art I've seen in a while. Oh god, like this is malware. When her town went wild, this looks good. Fuck, I can't play it. Girl boss. Oh my goodness, look how hot she is. I don't understand what's going on with the art here. It looks like the really, really early, like, DALL-E AI, but it's not. It's like a little bit too clean for that. It looks like part of like the communist flag. I don't know. Maybe it is. Girl boss. This story is inspired by history, but is not a historical representation. Could have fooled me. Oh, this looks like that one fucking really, really bad Comedy Central show that was like a South Park knockoff. Love the stitching on it. I love how it looks like just like fallen pubes. You do know how to Y-sort. I don't understand how you did this. The atmosphere is haunting. It really makes me think about maybe I should have been a better man. Should have treated Regina better. Maybe she would have stayed. Maybe. I'm just gonna hit every button on my keyboard until the door opens. Good game. I did this game jam as kind of practice because I knew that I had a big game jam coming up. At my college, I'm in a game jam club, and there was a big game jam competition happening with a bunch of other colleges in the area. This game jam, big difference. I was like in a physical room with other physical people. Basically, everyone formed teams. I wanted to do a solo thing because I assumed nobody would want to do my ideas, and I knew that there were so few artists at this jam that I knew I would just get stuck drawing all the art for a game. It was 72 hours, but it was over 4 days. It started like at 6 p.m. on a Thursday and ended at 6 on a Sunday. I've never done like a game jam like with other people next to me, and it was super fun. I had a really, really good time, bonded with people, you know. Do not regret doing this. Did I finish the game? No. We're gonna get into this. So, the theme was mystery. So basically, I knew everyone would jump to doing murder mysteries, but I've had this game idea in my back pocket for like months, and this was finally the time to deploy it. If you don't know, there are these things called house shows where you stand in some guy's basement and you listen to just a wall of sound and then you lay on the grass. Yeah, it's a pretty good time. I go to a lot of these because I'm really, really fucking cool and hip. I feel like it's such a unique experience and such like a little subset of society that I thought it would be kind of fun to capture that. So I had two game ideas for a house show. The one I really wanted to do that I could not do, but it's like Beyblades, but it's a mosh pit. So you gotta like spin and like be the last mosher standing. I think if I had done that game, I actually would have finished it. But the game that I ended up doing is you're at a house show and you got to figure out who the poser is. Yeah, so it had to be a detective game where you kind of have to talk to all these guests at the house show. You know, you can inspect what they're wearing, what they're doing, question them, and kind of figure out who's the most suspicious, who's not here for the right reasons. So the first 4 hours of the game jam, which are, you know, it started at 6 and we were in a physical room at a library that closed at 10. So I spent basically the entire time just like doing concept art, you know, figure out what the game was going to be, all the systems. It wasn't until the next day that I actually started making the game. You know, I pull up Godot, I try to, you know, download the Dialogic plugin that I always use, and I find out there's a new version available. So, alright, cool, I update it. Everything breaks. I spent like 30 minutes trying to figure out why. Turns out I need to update Godot too, because I'm on like 4.3 and they're on like fucking 6 or something. So I update Godot. It works, but I don't know how anything works anymore. For some reason, like, so in Dialogic, there's like styles, which is like how the actual text box looks. And I just could not get it to change. Like, no matter what settings I change, it always looks the same. And I did not want just a basic text box. Dude, I lost like 3 hours trying to get Dialogic to work. And I ended up just like going back to the old versions of Godot and Dialogic, who I just like killed 3 hours for nothing. So that was not a good start. So the first day I made like the interacting with party guests, and I also made this journal feature that that could like track the clues that you find and like give you a list of all the suspects. And that was actually cool. It's learned a lot about UI making this game. This was on a Friday, so I had class till like fucking 2 or something, so I couldn't do anything until like 2. But I stayed there for like, that was like 8 hours of work. Also, I have no footage of this. All the footage you're seeing is from after the jam ended because I didn't want to record during the jam. So once again, I was sitting next to people. I was just chatting away. I took a break at like 8 p.m. to go see a play my friend wrote and then came back. Yeah, thing I learned from this jam, if you're gonna do an in-person jam with a lot of people around you, you gotta focus. Because like during the jam, I heard about people that like literally stayed up all night. People were like, yeah, I'm on like 2 hours of sleep right now. And I spent that jam very well rested. I worked until about 10 p.m. I normally go to bed around 9. So I was like, damn, I'm up late. Better hit the hay. So yeah, I did not work day and night on this, which for a game jam that's this short, you kind of have to. I have no one to blame but myself for this not getting done. I did overscope. Originally, it was going to have the Beyblades as a feature. That got cut. A lot of things got cut. So the third day, I started the art, and I spent the remainder of the jam drawing art. The backgrounds, each background took like 1 or 2 hours to draw. So that was 6 hours alone on just backgrounds. So yeah, by the dawn of the final day, I knew it wasn't getting done. So I just decided I'll get as much done as I can. I'll work on it afterward. I feel like everyone always says with their jams, like, yeah, we should keep working on it after the jam. And they don't. But I did. That's why I'm making this. I did. Because I knew I wanted to make a video, and it would be really embarrassing if I just didn't do that. So it's been like less than 2 weeks since the jam ended, and I have finished the game. I still had a bunch of art to draw. The systems were kind of hard to set up. Like I had to do a bunch of stuff for when clues get revealed, and like nothing was too hard, but it was different from what I've done before. The writing was less than I expected to be. Like I thought I had way overscoped this game. I might have been able to get this done in the time limit. So writing this game, it actually, I don't know, it only took like 2 or 3 sittings to get all the dialogue done for this game, which is a huge difference from the last couple games where it's like writing is probably a majority of the hours spent on the game. So the main character you actually play as, this is Gloria Geese. For like this coding class I have, we had to like make it's like a customer profile, user persona. That was it. My group was like doing an app for finding events. So I picked a goth girl trying to go to house shows as the event, which was Gloria Geese. So I thought she would be perfect for this game. I enjoyed the writing. It's not like, doesn't have as many like fun twists and turns as the other games. I don't know. I didn't feel as invested writing this. Like as much as I love the scene and everything, I don't know. It kind of made me reflect on aspects of myself that I didn't love. Because like I made all these like stereotypes for people. So like one of the suspects was like a frat guy, and one was like this like emo guy, and another was like this girl. Yeah. And you had to find all these clues for why they didn't fit in while they were a poser. I was thinking like, I am such a judgmental person. Like just because this guy's holding a beer can, he doesn't belong here. Like the entire game is about being exclusionary. I kind of realized that halfway through because the game isn't randomized. There's only one poser to find. Like it's always the same every time. It's gonna make it one of the frat guys or sorority girls. I decided to kind of subvert it because like I don't want the message to be like, if you are in a frat or in a non-emo scene, there's no way you can ever join the scene. Like there's no way you can enjoy this. Like I don't like the message to be like, we should stick to our fucking sides of the mountain. I don't like that. I feel like people should be able to enjoy a house show no matter who they are. So I was kind of in a conflicted headspace while writing this. So I don't know how to feel about it. I think I like it. I like who I made the poser. But yeah, it kind of made me reflect on aspects of myself. It's like, okay, why are we looking for a poser to begin with? Which I feel like I could have gone more in depth to that. I was really into house shows more so last semester, and I've gone to a lot this year, but I feel the twinkle going away. So this was kind of like a retrospect on like, damn, this was something that like I wanted to be a part of that world so badly. I like dated people that were in bands. But I just never really fit in. I always like wanted to be part of that world and like have an entire friend group of like all these scene people, but those just aren't really my people. And I've kind of realized that over my time at college. I still love dressing emo. I still love the emo tunes, and I do enjoy going to house shows, but I kind of don't feel like I'm in the world. Like in some ways I'm a poser. Maybe I was the real poser all along. I don't know. I'm kind of a coward. I'm not the person that I want to be at those shows, and I don't know if that's the person I am. So overall, I am happy with how it turned out. I think it's a fun little mystery. It's pretty short. It would have been really impressive if I'd made it in 3 days. I'm glad it's done. Like I genuinely was not sure if I'd finish it when I said that I would keep working on it after the jam. I've gotten weirdly depressed recording this, which I guess is fitting. I don't know. I think I still plan on going to house shows. I don't know. I'm in a weird liminal phase of my life. So yeah, as kind of a conclusion for longtime viewers of the channel, which I'm sure are None of you? It's weirdly discouraging to have my first game do the best. Like, my first game was like this dating sim. Dating sims are so popular. Why am I surprised that a dating sim is doing better than the weird niche game based on Evil Dead the musical? Like, who the fuck is playing that besides me? I need to be okay with making games for myself. I need to get better before I expect people to care. I'm getting really, really depressed recording this. I don't know what to make of this. Do game jams, and do finish them if you don't finish them within the time frame, because no one wants a bunch of unfinished projects. Least of all God. Yeah, it's a good ending.
Love won't save you, Padme. Only my new powers can do that.